These are the images of the destruction and chaos that reign today in the Asian continent after a mega earthquake of 10 magnitude that shook Papua New Guinea today. Report speaks about millions of deaths and dozens of buildings reduced to rubble. Juan Hernandez with the latest.
Así es, Pedro. Hoy se vivió una fuerte sacudida debido a un megaterremoto registrado en el continente asiático. Exactamente a las 16:09 horas, la placa tectónica pacífica de la India-Australiana registraron movimientos chocándose entre sí. 60 segundos después, el puerto Moresby, la ciudad de Popondeta y Guau en Papúa Guinea se empezaron a estremecer, alimentando el temor y la destrucción en aquellos territorios. 2 minutos más tarde, la provincia de Papúa Guinea Oriental estaba empezando a temblar. Pasados 5 minutos exactamente a las 16:17 horas, Papúa Nueva Guinea estaba totalmente destruida. Se empezaron a registrar alertas de tsunami en Kamau, mientras que las costas australianas ya se encontraban totalmente inundadas. Los volcanes de Filipinas e Indonesia empezaron a activarse con alta probabilidad de erupción. 30 minutos después de haberse registrado el momento telúrico, los volcanes de Filipinas e Indonesia ya habían erupcionado, mientras que minutos después el volcán Sakurajima hace erupción liberando una gran cantidad de gases tóxicos a varios kilómetros a la redonda. También se reportan fisuras en el suelo que podrían liberar material tóxico. En este punto ya no existía ninguna forma de vida desde Melbourne hasta Sabah y el sur de Rusia ya empezaba a sentir el impacto. A las 17 horas, el continente asiático ya no existía. La magnitud de la destrucción es tan grande que este mismo ya no se puede delimitar. El continente europeo y africano estaban empezando a temblar. En estos momentos son las 17:13 de la tarde. Nos acaban de reportar que en Italia acaba de erupcionar el volcán Colli Albani, producto de este megaterremoto, generando que el Coliseo romano quede totalmente destruido. Varios reactores nucleares ya han explotado, como la central nuclear de Cattenom en Francia, central nuclear de Yangjiang en China, central nuclear de Wolsong en Corea del Sur, entre otras. Se prevé que en pocos minutos Europa quede totalmente destruido y que en este megaterremoto en cuestión de minutos empiece a sacudir toda América.
Thanks, Juanes. We are attentive to more news. To deeper in the topic of earthquakes, we have Juan Pablo that will explain to us what are they, how are they measured, and why are they produced. Juan Pablo, we are with you.
Thank you, Peter. As you were saying today, we are talking about earthquakes, seasons, and the mortality in cases seen during all the history. The earthquakes can be documented by a scale called Richter scale, which have numbers from 0 to 10. And all of these earthquakes have frequencies that are caught, producing a graphic as you can see here. As it's shown, the magnitude and how it is considered in force if it is great or if we not fail the season. Here we have another linear graphic showing us the number of seasons presented every year since 1985 to 2010 in Spain. Also, we can see that the range is between 170 and 4710, which is the number of seasons, and the domain that is from 1985 to 2010, which are the years. We are online with the earthquake specialist of Harvard University, who will explain us why are they produced and what else can you tell us about earthquakes. Josh, give us more information.
Thanks, Juan. The earthquakes are produced by the shock or rearrangements of tectonic plates and the release of this energy. They are also generated by the underground activity of volcanoes, generated by the geothermal activity. Tectonic plates floats on a very hot liquid and viscous material called magma. This liquid state at a high temperature has great kinetic energy that it is an increase in the movement of its molecules. When an earthquake occurs, magma emerges to the surface and forms new soil or rocks. The decrease in temperature causes a change of state called solidification. Due to the high temperature, the metals melt, that is, they change from solid to liquid state. The magma is deposited in a large chamber and they move or ascend through the folds of the air crust, that is, through the space that exists between the tectonic plates. In the rearrangements of the tectonic plates, a large amount of energy is released in the form of waves that shakes the surface of the earth. The energy released in an earthquake manifests itself strongly or slightly, causing consequences that are sometimes disastrous. The intensity of scale of this phenomenon is measured in the Richter scale.
Thanks, Josh. Let's go back to the studio.
Thanks, Juan. Also, it's foreseen that in matter of minutes, Latin America will feel the impact of this mega earthquake. And the question arises of how we're going to communicate when this incident began to happen. Right now, we have an exclusive interview with two experts regarding telecommunications. Hi, Martin. Can you explain to us how the process works so that I can speak with another person through a phone call?
Hi, Peter. The process is very easy. All the data that your phone has collected, the voice, the message, and the information are converted into electromagnetic waves sent to space looking for your operator's antenna. Once the waves are found in the sky, the antennas receive the message. The recipient of the message is identified. They locate their mobile and send it to the recipient. The device recognizes electromagnetic waves, converted into zeros and ones, and later into electromagnetic impulses. And finally, your voice is reproduced.
Okay, can you explain to us how radio signals works?
Yes, radio waves have lengths ranging from just a few millimeters and can be so extensive that they can reach hundreds of kilometers. Radio waves range in frequencies between a few kilohertz and a few terahertz.
Well, we all know that there are AM and FM frequencies, but can you explain to us which one is the difference between these two?
AM corresponds to the abbreviation of amplitude modulated, while FM means frequency modulated. Radio AM offers more coverage than FM radio, although with lower bandwidth. Modulated amplitude is the change in amplitude of a high frequency electrical signal modulated by a low frequency electrical signal.
In the event that this mega earthquake affects Colombia at the moment, will those media continue to function?
It depends. If the power service that reaches the antennas that transmit the wave is disrupted, they could not work. However, if the radio or telephone station has generators that supply the power service, these antennas could continue operating.
So, if there is energy, we continue to have this communication service, but if not, it is not possible.
Yes, it is right.
Thank you very much for the information. Online, we also have an expert in light waves who will explain how these waves work and how we could use them in the event of a catastrophe. Hi, Simon. Could you explain to us which one is the difference between light waves and radio waves?
So, light has a different frequency, which causes each wave to carry a different energy. Radio waves, which have a much lower frequency, about 10 Hz, have much less energy than visible light wave.
So, if we send light waves either through flashlight or another source, would it be the same? And how long would it take to get to the moon, for example?
So, the speed of light is 300,000 kilometers per hour, regardless of the source that generates it. So, it does not matter if you have a flashlight or another object. I mean, if we send a wave of light to the moon, it will take around 1 second to reach it. But this time will increase to about 7 minutes to reach the sun, or 20 minutes to reach Mars, or several years to reach the nearest star.
So, in the event of a catastrophe, would the use of flashlights or even other sources be a good form of communication?
If it is a good form of communication, it cannot transmit a voice message, but it can transmit a visual message that will be transmitted quickly due to the speed of its wave. However, we can also communicate through loud voices. The energy and frequency content in this range of 300 Hz to 4000 Hz, presenting a certain periodicity that is sufficient to communicate with people that are nearby.
Thank you very much, Simon. In other news of the day, we have reports of a virus that was being transmitted in China called coronavirus. Oh, oh my god, this